Okay. What's going on, everybody? It's your man Dollar Bill Score right here, checking in with everyone. Want to say what's up? It's a beautiful Monday. I think today is the first day of spring, right? Yeah. So I believe today is the first day of spring. When I was watching the news this morning, I heard the news reporter say, "Happy first day of spring." So happy first day of spring. It's cold out here though. It's cold out here in Tennessee. It's like in the 20s. But I think it's going to warm up a little bit today. But today we're going to be talking about a topic that really has been bugging me. This topic's really been on my nerve. Now, if anyone who used to do food delivery for like maybe Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, any of the other ones, Postmates, which really sucks. Postmates sucks, man. Postmates freaking sucks. Anyways, the topic that's been bugging me has been the topic of should food delivery drivers prepare drinks for customers? All right, now I've encountered this for quite a while when I used to do Uber Eats and DoorDash and Postmates, which fucking sucks. Excuse me, sorry. But anyways, I think this is a issue that's been back and forth, but to me it's a no-brainer. I don't even know why it's an issue. It's a no-brainer. Now, a lot of restaurants, especially like Wingstop, Wendy's, Taco Bell, and a few other ones, they tend to like not prepare drinks anymore, especially since COVID. All right. They've just like totally given up on preparing a drink for you. Now, when you walk in some of these establishments, they hand you a cup talking about they want a Coke, they want a Sprite. And we as drivers try to let these people know we don't work here. You're supposed to be preparing this. And then they get in their feelings, like literally in their feelings, get all in their emotions about them doing their job or them not doing their job. They start talking stuff like, well, we ain't gonna fix it. Well, we don't do drinks. We don't prepare drinks. And this has been a back and forth issue. Just to me, it's just a serious health issue. Honestly, do you really want your food delivery driver to prepare your drink for you? Think about that. You got some people out there that be like, man, it ain't nothing but it only take 30 seconds. My infinite argue with them people. And it's not arguing, it's not about arguing with the people. It's about health issues. It's about covering your tracks to make sure you don't get in trouble for anything. I mean, really though, my question is, what were these restaurants doing before COVID broke? They were preparing drinks. It don't matter if it was all about people coming in and getting their own drinks, taking them out or whatever. At the same time, that is your job. That's part of your job. Now, I do know there was a case where a dude who worked for, I believe, DoorDash, and he went to McAllister's. Now, there's a McAllister's here down here in Tennessee where I'm at. This one that he went to, I'm not sure, but he had an issue with them handing him a drink, handing him a cup, talking about they want a Coke, whatever the customer wanted, and he took a photo uh, of what he did because he went back and forth with the people. They never prepared the drink. He never prepared the drink, so he ended up delivering the order with an empty cup, and he explained to the customer why he did that, and he took some pictures of it. Check this out. McAllister's gonna learn it's not our job to fill their drinks. 225 life. So I guess this order, they were gonna be paying him $2.25 to deliver this. And you see, that's cheap as hell. That's cheap. Look, as you can see, there he is, empty cup and all right? Now, some people had an issue with this. I don't. I don't want my food delivery driver, which we don't even do that anymore. We don't order out like that. We just gonna pick up our own food. But at the same time, I wouldn't want my food delivery driver preparing my damn drink for me. I don't care what the issue is. So if he brought me my food with an empty cup, and if it was one of those, it don't matter. The customer's gonna be like, okay, what's going on? And you explain to them, I think they wouldn't have an issue with you being safe with their order. Let's be for real. All right. A lot of restaurants, like down here where I'm at, Wingstop, man, I used to hate going in and when I was doing food delivery, I used to wish that I never got a Wingstop order because I knew what I was gonna deal with, or Wendy's or Taco Bell, because I knew what I was about to deal with. Now, what is wrong with that? It's a health issue. Now check this out. Now, I'm talking about from a male perspective, okay? Listen to this. You got some guys out there that are just straight nasty delivering food, don't have good hygiene, scratching their hair all the time, scratching their nuts. All right. All right. They were out there handling car keys, the steering wheel, knocking on doors, turning knobs, grabbing door handles, handrails, guardrails. You see what I'm saying? Walking up the steps. All right. Sometimes shaking hands with customers, especially if they tipped you cash. And now you want me to walk into your establishment and prepare a drink for this customer? Does that sound safe, y'all? Look at this. Now, this clearly says each restaurant, now this is from DoorDash. He explained everything and he called DoorDash, and this is what DoorDash told him. Each restaurant is supposed to fulfill every order uh, and sticker seal everything. This includes the drinks. Okay. And when they say it's not their job to do that, well, it's not mine either. Customer was contacted and aware of the situation, they comment. All right. Now check this out right here. Here's a story where someone told the customer that it was no, Wingstop said this, that it was in their policy to not prepare drinks. Now, what type of is that? All right. Don't let restaurants make you pour drinks. It is in their contract that they have to do it. Now, here goes. I'm gonna go through this. I went to Wingstop last night and the guy gave me the bag and then tried to hand me empty cups and said to fill them with Sprite. I said, I do not work for the store and I would not pour the drinks. He just walked away and left the empty cups on the counter. I encountered that myself. I encountered that myself. Why do they do that? That is a health issue for real. It's bad enough that they in there working with that. Have you seen some of these places now? Now let me just say something right quick. I'm gonna digress a little bit. When I used to work, my very first real job right after high school in 1989 was McDonald's. I worked for a black owned McDonald's. This guy had two franchises. and was working on his third. All right. And back then, they made us wear gloves, they made us shave, they made us wear hairnets. They made us wipe down every time we had a moment. I mean, our store was clean. Anytime we had a moment, someone was doing a sweep and a mop in the lobby. But you walk into these establishments now, they stink. And if they did mop, they use dirty mop water. No one's wearing hairnets. You got people in there with dreads, nasty, dirty dreads, long extensions, blue hair, yellow hair, purple hair, long ass nails. No one's wearing gloves. People are just manhandling your fries. It's bad enough that that's going on. And then they got the nerve to not even prepare a drink. Are you serious? You guys seen some of these establishments? Now check this out. And I said that just to say to make that comparison. Now check this out. I said a moment later, the manager came up to me. She had not seen any of the previous interaction and asked me if I was waiting for a DoorDash order. I told her I was just waiting for the drinks. She said it is now store policy. Listen to this. She said, Wingstop, okay. She said it is now store policy that DoorDash drivers have to pour the drinks. That is a bold-faced lie. That's a lie. And I'm gonna show you that. We got receipts, so I'm gonna show you how that's a lie. Now he goes on to say, I told her the same that I don't work for the store and I won't pour the drinks. She said that because that they were not too busy right now. She will pour the drinks this time, but that I will have to pour the drinks from now on. Okay. What is that about? That's That's somebody with an attitude. Now I'm finna say this, and I don't want to sound like I'm really tripping because I love my people, but a lot of these wing stops are black managed and black staffed, and they had that attitude, and that sound like they came from a black woman. They came from a black woman with an attitude. Like, okay, I do it now. You know, I'm gonna be nice now, but the next time, don't expect me to do this. And I'm not trying to trip, but that's what I've experienced. So I'm pretty sure this driver experienced the same thing. One time I was in a wing stop and I was going back and forth with a female I guess she was just a cashier or something like that. And the guy in the back was like, "Hey man, we said we don't do that, dog." I'm like, "Whoa, okay." I mean, he was finna like get he was finna like, he was ready to go to blows in so many words. He was ready to protect that unsanitary bush that they was on. 3, 4 people standing around doing nothing. That is so nasty, man. Now check this out. She said that it was in hold on, let me see. She said it is now store policy. See, check this out. It is now their policy, not injunction and in agreement with DoorDash. It said it is now store policy, meaning Wingstop saying that they're going to make DoorDash drivers prepare drinks. Here is what DoorDash says. It's in their policy right here. Merchant core responsibilities. Merchant will, in a timely manner, prepare the merchant's product for each marketplace order for pickup by a DoorDash order by a dasher at a designated time. Meaning in so many words, those orders have to be complete, and that means preparing the drinks and setting them in front of the food order, ready to be picked up when the driver walks in the establishment. That's exactly what that means. That don't mean when I walk in there, because here's how it is. If technically, if you hand me the food but don't hand me the drink, and it's not filled and ready to go with the food order, you've technically handed me an incomplete order. Am I lying? You've technically handed me an incomplete order. Now here's somebody that's a dasher, and this is what their response. They said, "You're not gonna like my response, but I actually wouldn't mind at all." Why? Because for some reason, some places, Wingstop included, damn near overfill the cups to the point where they are seeping from the straw hole and start dripping during delivery. I cannot stand that. Makes me despise delivering drinks even more. At least if I get to fill them, I fill them up to the proper level, to a proper level where seeping and dripping isn't an issue. Now, look, that's on you, to each his or her own. But if you want to jeopardize yourself for this, that's on you. But you're not supposed to do that. Let's go through some more stuff. Now, that was a driver. And here's someone here that said this. I think this is the guy at McAllister. And this is some people commenting. On the other hand, some users say they wouldn't want dashers to handle their okay. Now these are people who saying they're not down with that. I would not want my dasher filling up my drink. Hell, I barely want them touching it. Should be wrapped and covered for dasher, one user said. Another user offered an explanation as to why McAllister's employees did not fill up the drink. Now listen to this. Coming from an employee side, I'm a tip waged cashier and I get paid basically zero to make DoorDash's orders. That don't fucking matter. You work for that establishment and that's part of your job. Simple as that. All right. You don't get to come with that weak excuse. That's part of your job. And I noticed that a lot of these people, they don't want to do the work anymore. They don't want to do the work anymore. They were, excuse me, they would rather do the bare minimum. Have you noticed this too? Excuse me, that most of these establishments, most of these same establishments, now when you pull up, they don't even have the lobby open. They're still using COVID as an excuse. But most what and it'd be like one of them areas where it'd be like every restaurant in the world is stuffed in this one area. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Wingstop, Pizza Hut. I mean, every restaurant you can imagine. Chick-fil-A, everything, Waffle House, everything is all in one area, right? But these particular ones, Taco Bell, Wendy's, Wingstop, I haven't seen a standalone Wingstop where you can go through a drive-through. I've always seen them inside a building with something else. But still, excuse me. When you pull up now to like a Taco Bell, a Wendy's, some of these places, they got the lobby locked. Hardee's, some Hardee's down here got the lobby locked. You can't even come in. They just want to deal with drive-through orders. It ain't nothing wrong with the damn lobby. It's empty as hell. Sometimes you can even see security sitting there. What is he sitting there for? There's no one in there for him to be securing and watching over. I noticed that, man. I noticed that a lot of these establishments, you pull up now, you can't even get to the lobby. You got to walk. KFC. See, here's down here. There's a street called Harding Place, and on this particular street, there's a KFC, a Wendy's, a Taco Bell. There's also a barbecue, and then on the other side of the street is a McDonald's. Now the side with the KFC and the Wendy's and that Taco Bell, I think you can go inside it. It's not all Taco Bells, but it's particular ones. But I do know that KFC and that Wendy's right next to it, you can't even go in. It don't matter what time of day, breakfast, lunch, so-called dinner rush, they will not open them doors for you, fam. If you're down here in Nashville, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly which ones I'm talking about. Right there on Harding Place. It's two. It's that Wendy's, and right next to that is that KFC. They will not let you in for nothing. You have to go through drive-through, and that's foul, dude. Your lazy ass don't want to deal. They don't want to deal with the rush of so many people. Also, it's like that same thing down here at a Church's Chicken. You got to go through the drive-through. There used to be a Crystal's restaurant right on the corner of Harding, right on the corner of Bell Road and Nolensville Road. All right. Check this out. They tore this Crystal down now, but I know why. Because it was nasty as hell in there. And they all had nasty attitudes. I mean, they all had nasty attitudes. It stank in there. I mean, I wouldn't want. I mean, goodness. I don't even know how I survive eating from that establishment from time to time. Yeah, I did. I'll admit to it. I ate from there from time to time, but when I stopped, I was glad that I did. It just wasn't the same. And they were one of them places that did the same thing. No, they couldn't do that because their drink machine was behind the counter with them. So they had to prepare the drink. So I take that back. They didn't do that. But it's those establishments like Wendy's, Taco Bell, Wingstop, Rick Ross. You need to holler at your people, man. I just think it's nasty. I just think it's nasty and unsanitary as hell. And this story's been told before. Time and time and again. No, we shouldn't fill drinks. Hell no, we shouldn't fill drinks. Well, I ain't gonna say we because I don't do it no more. But at that time, and I still feel like that now, no drivers out there should be filling drinks. It is a health code violation. I'll say this again. I even had to tell this to these people one time. I had went into that one Wendy's on Harding Place, and I got into it with the black manager there, female. And I told her, ma'am, this is a health code violation. She didn't care. I'm not preparing drinks. I mean, we had a serious back and forth. I won't go into any details, but yeah, and it's because of that I refuse to ever walk in there again. That was the last time I was able to walk in there. Can't go in there now, even if your life depended on it. They only want you to go through drive-through. And I don't see what the franchise owners are doing. Why won't they come in and check that? I just think that's so nasty, man. I think that's the nastiest thing you could ever do as a driver. And again, from my own experience, I'm not gonna lie. There have been plenty of days I done scratched my nuts. I done had to handle my keys, drop my keys, and pick them up off the ground. I done found something. You know, sometimes I have that kid in me. I find change off the ground. I pick up pennies and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I would sanitize my hands and stuff. I always wash my hands, but at the same time, those drivers, I mean, those restaurant people, those people in those establishments don't know that. The customer don't even know that. So you always have to just be on point. I'm always somebody that always wash my hands and use hand sanitizer. I kept that in the car with me. Always wore a face mask. But at the same time, the customer doesn't know if the driver is someone who washes their hands all the time or not. The people in these establishments whose job is it to prepare these drinks, they don't know if I'm someone who's washes my hand and uses sanitizer all the time. They should always be ready for stuff like that. But they never are. And I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna get sick, and then someone's gonna get sued. Imma say it again. Someone's gonna get sick, and then someone's gonna get sued. Some driver is gonna take the risk of preparing a drink or multiple drinks for one particular order, and that customer's gonna say something was in that drink. They swallow something in that drink made them sick, and the restaurant's gonna say, "Well, we didn't prepare the drink." You see, if you don't want to do your job, just shut that damn establishment down. If you don't want to do your job, just quit. But it is your job, not the drivers. And I'm gonna say it again. It is your job, Wingstop employee, Taco Bell employee, Wendy's manager with your black. Oh, don't have me go there. I'm sorry. Anyways, it's your job to prepare them drinks. And any driver that think it's okay, well, it ain't nothing, man. It ain't nothing but a few seconds. I ain't gonna fuss with them people. You are putting yourself in grave danger, and I do mean grave danger. You could be sued because you're supposed to be certified to be handling food. And even when you tell those people, "Hey, man, I don't work in this establishment, and I'm not certified to handle food," they only pay me to just pick it up and drop it off. They get into those little attitudes like, "Well, I'll fix it this time." I mean, goodness gracious, man, it's your damn job. What were you doing before COVID? Your ass was preparing drinks. Look at that. Talking about it is now store policy that DoorDash drivers have to pour the drinks. This is Wingstop making up their own damn rules. They done made up their own damn rules for DoorDash drivers and then tell DoorDash this is what they're doing to their drivers. You see, that's some dumbass. That's dumb. That is such a dumb health code violation. And it's funny how you did everything right to get your store opened up so you can hang your little goofy ass score up 98, 99, sometimes 100, 85. All right. And now all of a sudden, you make up Wingstop, you make up your own rule for DoorDash drivers. And I'm pretty sure it's not just DoorDash drivers, it's all the other drivers who come in there. Uber, all right. Come on, man. Grubhub, Postmates, which is really whack because with Postmates, here's what Postmates is doing. They're really putting their drivers. Listen to this. Postmates is dumb as hell for having their drivers go in there and do the whole shebang. So you don't just go in there and pick up an order and go. You have to go in there and be like, okay, I'm picking up an order for Tom, and Tom will like a quarter pounder with cheese, no pickle, no ketchup. You have to order like it's like you're the customer. Like literally, you have to go in there and order like you're the customer, and then you have to wait. What type of and then deliver it. And that means also preparing the damn drink for the customer. Postmates, what the hell are you doing? And I heard they get absorbed and bought by Uber. I mean, that is of all the things to do. Now, I understand that you're trying to stand out and be unique from all the other platforms out there, but you got to consider health and health code violations, the customer's health and the driver's safety. You are goofy as hell for making your drivers, because I was one of them, for making your drivers walk into an establishment and say, "Hey, I'm here to pick up an order for Timmy." And Timmy would like two waffles, add sausage on one, add bacon on one, add extra cheese on both of them for the grits. I mean, come on, man. And then you have to sit there and wait. Like you are actually doing the whole customer experience, with the exception of the actual delivery. Postmates, you suck. Straight up. All right. It should. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, man. Somebody gonna get sick and somebody gonna get sued. It's not worth risking your life out there, risking your health, because I'm telling you what's gonna happen in the future. I'm predicting this. All these platforms like Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, which is whack as hell, and any other one. And it's a slew of them now. But I'm talking about the major ones, the large ones that I just called off. They're probably going to have, if they haven't already, have a database of all the rogue customers, rogue merchants, and store establishments, and rogue drivers and delivery drivers. So if you're a customer that's been finessing and getting over and doing stuff and ganking and doing all this stuff, they're finna cut you off. So say like if you was doing that on DoorDash, well, they're gonna make it whereas when DoorDash cuts you off, DoorDash is gonna send this out to that little platform in that database. And so now Uber Eats will not let you get on their platform. Postmates won't let you get on their platform. Grubhub, you see what I'm saying? They're gonna spread all across the boards. Same thing for the merchants and the stores. You out there doing these bad practices, having so many calls against you and strikes against you and points going against you, they're going to shut you off the platform on all of them. Same thing for the drivers. Now, hear me when I say this. If you're a driver that's out there eating food, you out there stealing food, you're out there preparing drinks, going against health code violations and practices, and you're doing this, let's say on Uber Eats, well, guess what? When Uber Eats kick you off, you won't able to not only get back on that platform, but you won't able to be able to drive for DoorDash, Grubhub, because now you can go between them. You can go back and forth between, but they finna shut all that down. So if you guys want to, because people are depending on these things now. So somebody gonna mess up the game. A handful of people finna mess the game up. They finna, and this is me predicting this. If they haven't done it already, they're going to be coming with this. Remember, Dollar Bilsko said this. They're going to come up with a database that's going to lock you down from all of them. So if you got that tricking off on DoorDash and DoorDash finally get fed up with you and kick you off their platform, they're going to let it be known. They're going to put you on I ain't going to say blacklist. I don't use it like that. They're going to put you on a whitelist. You're going to be whitelisted. Okay. You're going to be white-mailed, so to say. And you won't be able to drive for Uber and Grubhub and Postmates and all the other ones out there. That's coming. So again, the topic and the issue is, should food delivery drivers be preparing drinks? Hey, if so, what you think? Tell me what you think. Tap in with the likes, tap in with that like button, tap in with the like button, type in with the like, type in with the comments, tap in with the shares, tap in with the subscriptions, tap in with the subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with the like, share, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Tap in all the time. Don't forget to tap in all the time. I want to say thank you for checking me out. Don't forget to see us this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Our special guest is our brother TY38, founder of Your Way Mobile Car Care, a mobile detailing service down here in Tennessee, which is off the chain. The brother has exclusive high-end clientele. This is as far as I'm going to go because I'll let him tell you the rest. All right, I'm your brother Dollar Bilsko. Excuse me, I'm your brother Dollar Bilsko. Thank you for checking in, and again, don't forget to tap in with the likes and the shares, and the comments, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace. I am Dirty for Searchy. I didn't come in with an intro. Damn, I didn't come in with an intro, but I'm most definitely finna go out with my outro. All right, y'all. I'll holla.